This is similar to the last time I was going through some stuff. I was going to make a YouTube channel and I never really followed through with it because things happened and I basically decided that putting my life out there like I do was not beneficial to me. And I was swayed by another person to not put it out there. Well, I have decided that I'm going to continue my YouTube channel, and I'm going to hope that it helps people out, because it helps me to talk. I feel like I have something to say, and I watched a TED Talk last night about being your most authentic self, and one of the things that struck a chord with me is that when you're a child and when you're an old person, you tend to basically not give a fuck about what other people think. You have a sense of innocence that doesn't really hinder who you portray yourself as. You're more apt to be the person that you truly are. And what I've come to realize is that eventually I plan on being able to talk to people, and maybe motivational speaker isn't really the right word, because I have a long journey before I can give people advice with some sort of integrity and truth behind it, because this is more or less the beginning of my journey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this video off, and I guess like a singer that riffs, I'm just going to talk. And the thing that I'm going to talk about right now is a similar subject that I've spoken about in the past, and that topic is fear. And I've lived my life in fear for far too long. What I've realized is that the fear that I have is basically a fear of who I truly am. And it manifests itself in different ways. It's difficult for me to communicate and talk like this in front of people. It's difficult for me to open up in the beginning. I mean, if you know me and we have a solid relationship, then you're going to hear what I have to say. And I have an opinion, and I would like to think that I try to educate myself on the stuff that I talk about to some degree, so that it's not talking out of my ass, although I'm sure I do that too. So I plan on at least doing a video a week. It might get to the point to where I feel like I can do one a day. And I'm going to post it on the YouTube channel, and I'll put the link on my Facebook page. And if it's something that you identify with, or if it's something that gives you some insight or helps you with, it's not always going to be about me. Sometimes it'll be about certain things that I think about, or my opinion on certain things. It's not going to be necessarily my journey, and I'm going to stop being scared of putting myself out there, because I think I love making jewelry, and I love that part of my life. But to me, that's an avenue to have interaction with people. I'm more interested in a person putting on that piece of jewelry and having a sense of pride because it represents something to them that maybe I don't necessarily understand, but I can see it in their face. Whether it be repairing a piece of jewelry that maybe their grandparents gave them, or making something out of, various things that have some sort of meaning, deeper meaning than maybe I understand, but I can relate to the pride that one gets from it. Because the pride I get from it is because I create something. I do the majority of my work is all mine. I outsource a couple of processes sometimes when I'm busy, or I have help come in and make and help me with certain parts, but essentially I do it all. I don't have the funds to pay someone else. Right now shit's really tough, so I don't even have the funds to pay myself, so that's why I decided to start these videos again. I'm going to keep them under 10 minutes. I know most people don't have that much of an attention span, because I surely know I don't. If it's much longer than 10 minutes, I would give up on it. But it might even squeeze them down to 5 eventually. I might figure out how to edit them. I don't know. This is just an idea that I've had, and I've tried to pursue it before, but I've always been influenced by outside reason or logic, and the simple fact is that this is something that helps me, and I get a sense of pride when somebody responds to a video that I make, and they get something out of it. They like the honesty that I have in the videos, because the truth is, I'm not a very honest person, in that I hide a lot of who I am and how I feel because of the fear. So I'm going to put it all out there. I'm going to get emotional at times. This is going to be a journey for me. And the journey essentially is coming out of my shell. And some of you might not think that I have a shell, but I want to be able to talk like I am right now to a room full of people. And I want to have confidence, and I want to have presence, and I want to have meaning in what I say. So this is not the first video, but this is the beginning. Before, my videos were about trying to grieve a relationship, and I am in the middle of that too, but when it's like the saying, when one door closes, a window opens, and I'm going to exploit that window. I'm going to go up to it, and I'm going to shout out to the world exactly how I feel and why. So get ready. I hope this is interesting to some people, and I hope they appreciate it, because I'm going to push, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to hopefully take you guys with me. So